Hello, baby dolls. Will Gunther return? I'm gonna call him Gunnie Boo for the rest of this video. And this video is not what you think it's about, okay? We're gonna go deeper than what you actually think this video is about. This video isn't actually about Gunnie Boo himself, okay? It's actually about something I've noticed, and that is HEX, the community, is very similar to Bitcoin instead of Ethereum. So there is a contrast, okay? I am just highlighting one aspect of something I'm noticing that the Bitcoin community had an experience, okay? And this might mean that HEX is just really a store of value. It's something to do with this category, store of value, where humans, communities, we come together and drama happens, right? So this doesn't happen in Ethereum, by the way, which is very interesting, right? So Ethereum does not have this problem. Ethereum does not have the problem, the drama we're going to go through now, okay? Let's go back to Gunnie Boo. All right, so this is just HEX and Bitcoin. So Gunnie Boo, he basically defected from being a HEX maxi. And I don't blame him, right? So a lot of people blame him. So they say, no, you shouldn't have left. We are the community. And that's all right, man. But you got to understand, the people who come to crypto, the people who discover crypto, they're very experimental and bleeding edge. And the people who take that leap of faith to go balls deep in something, right? It's likely they'll go do that again somewhere. So you can't be too surprised, right? So Gunnie Boo went very, very, very hard into HEX. How hard? He DCA'd like 80 or 90% of his whole wage for the first year. Straight into HEX. Full on. He's now staked, I think, for 15 years. I think he's got a stake coming out every like 90 days. Like 600k HEX every 90 days for the next 15 years. So Gunnie Boo is as much as a believer as you can get. He's staked, he did everything right, and he got rewarded for it. However, somewhere down the line, he thought, there might be something more to this. And this is what happens. You get confident, you start to learn the game, and a lot of people think, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can offer more value, okay? You can't see people as like detractors and like, haters. That is people within a community and tribe. You can't have that perspective. It looks like that to everyone holding the coin, but you can't, if you want to be objective, if you want to get to the truth like me, you can't call them that label, right? You have to see it for what it is. It's people who get an idea and they think they can add value somehow. Now, whether you think that's going to work or not, completely different story. But that's what people are always trying to do. They're trying to add value somehow, okay? Look, I don't believe every single person who goes and like does this is literally only out for themselves. Sure, a lot might be, but I don't think a lot of them are. I've seen so many of them now. I think, damn, a lot of them just really like, they just think what they're going to do. They really believe what they're going to do is going to work, right? So I have the Telegram stickers from Pulse Dogecoin. So what happened was, it started with Pulse Dogecoin, PLSD, and Gunther basically, he took on the identity. So here's his Twitter, right? And I'm just exploring, will he ever come back? And this is just going to be an interesting part of the HEX and PulseChain community story, right? Because this happened in the Bitcoin community. Bitcoin had detractors. Richard Hart. He was an aggressive Bitcoin maxi. Very strong defender of it. And he basically got excommunicated from the village because he was like, damn, man, we got to do something better, guys. We're losing to these other Ethereum dudes, right? And they said, no, right? So, but by the way, just because someone leaves and you see one person killing it and winning, doesn't mean everybody who's going to leave is going to kill it. Because there's one Richard Hart. I can name you, there's over 10 other people who try, Bitcoin Cash, BSV, all these other coins, updates, all these other things that went nowhere, okay? So it's very rare that someone actually can create value. It's rare. Not impossible, it's just rare. Okay, so Gunnie has the Pulse Doge ecosystem, and we're going to go through here, right? So, look, every coin is down. So, people on Twitter, they're showing, oh, wow, a coin went down. This is what PLSB, this is Pulse Bitcoin, right? Right, wow, went down. Wow, dude, coins go down. Who cares? What do we learn from that? All right, so I want you to know we can learn something from this. So, firstly, I have a label that I call these. If you get upset, there's something wrong with you, okay? Not wrong with me, I'm just telling you how it is, right? A lot of people, so a common trap for crypto leaders plus developers equals, right? Closed circle Ponzi's. I made a video about it, and I want you to know. So, why? Why does this trap keep forming? I have the answer for you. That's why you're listening to me. Please subscribe, bell notification. What you're about to hear is juicy, okay? Have you wondered why you always hear a focus on tokenomics? I'll tell you why. And the answer is because, right, let's go. So there is two sides to make a price. To make a price value, you have, right, demand side equals, retail, marketers, founders, right? You have supply side equals tokenomics, developers, programming. I want you to know that, right? We're going to focus on the supply side. This is why you always see in crypto, they're like, hey, we've got new tokenomics. We're going to do this tax. We're going to do this burning. We're going to do this game theory. We're going to do this and that. Put your socks on, take them off, put your mittens on, right? And that's because the guys who actually make the crypto are programmers. They are developers. We have a miracle started by Bitcoin, Satoshi. In the blockchain, we can program scarcity. So developers get cute with it. They focus all their time on programming scarcity. But look at this, man. There's two sides of an equation. People don't like to talk about the demand side. You know why? I understand why. People don't like to feel like a used car salesman, where you have to go out and you have to shill. You have to promote, right? Buy my coin. Buy my coin. Open up your wallet. Join our community. But that's how you make the price go up, man. That's how you make the price go up. Buy this, buy this. You have to buy this. You have to send the message, marketing. Join our community. Participate. Come in. Open the doors. Open your wallet. Come buy our coin. It's cheap. It's cheap. It's cheap. You need that messaging, man. You cannot overly program a supply side, like 4-dimensional chess thing into anything and for it to go up. You can't. They've tried it. We've had like over 1,000 experiments in crypto now, okay? There's a bid side and an offer side. You need people to buy. You need people to open up their wallets, put money in. That's it. So, in crypto, this is why we're still early. Most people, most founders, they aren't focusing on this demand side too much. All the big market cap guys, they understand this, by the way. Don't think they don't. They understand this, okay? But mid, low level people, that's why their coins can never get to nuclear heights. It's because they don't have a strategy to fix the demand side of the equation. In HEX, Richard Hart obviously does. Talks about HEX, streaming HEX, marketing, all this stuff. Genius marketer, right? So, when Gunnie Boo ventures off and they make Pulse Bitcoin, Pulse Doge, ASIC, this little ecosystem, you can already see this has been done thousands of times before. Now, is this going to be the one that goes 100,000x? Maybe. But it's like experiment number, 1,854 by this point. There is an over fascination with the supply side, the coding and the locking and this and that. I want you to know, right? HEX has 15-year lockups. People locked up for an average of 7 years. It still didn't stop it from dropping 97%, okay? Now, yes, it did help it go up, but just to give you an idea, man, a bull market ends when buyers run out. It has nothing to do with the sellers, okay? And same is the opposite. The bear market ends when you run out of sellers It has nothing to do with the buyers, right? So it doesn't matter what you program, right? Programming is supply side stuff. So when I just told you a bull market of something ends when there's no more new people left to buy. That has nothing to do with the supply side, okay? That's why doesn't matter what you code into the coin, it's going to go up and it's going to go down, all right? It's going to go up, it's going to go down. So let's go and continue on to Gunnie Boo. So here's just the PulseChain HEX ratio. You know, everyone's shitting on it on Twitter. It doesn't really matter, man. Like, who cares? Like, I want you to know they're trying to push this up. Now, I heard, this is why I want to get into something, right? This is a rumor. You can't find any information out there. It's not like there's an encyclopedia, YouTube, or anything, right? So the rumor is that Gunnie Boo, with all his HEX, made some secret wallets, loaded them with money, and has been using those wallets to buy and rotate into this PulseChain ecosystem, right? That's what the rumor is. So you have PLSD, PulseChain, PLSB, Pulse Bitcoin, ASIC miner, ASIC coin, maybe PLSL, Pulse Litecoin, more to come. Confusing, right? So you always hear me say, like, yes, when there's too many tickers and logos, man, it decays the network effect, okay? So the rumor is, let's get Gunny's head for a second here, right? Here we go. Having the stickers, it looks so cute. All right, so the rumor, this is the rumor, I'm just saying, right? If you want to participate in this ecosystem, so I was long and I got in. I'm just saying, if you want to buy back in, you just got to know, he is rotating, rumor, his money from HEX into these, okay? However, now you take the risk. Now you take the risk. Does he stop at one point? That's what you got to think about yourself. Does he stop? And you know, what was the beginning of my message? Does Gunnie Boo return? Because I'm thinking maybe he has a competitive edge now. Maybe he has a competitive edge. You know why? He has first ground effort experience with moving his money into a coin that is being marketed, and he gets to actually see, experience, and feel how much his money pushes the coin up and how much people take profit. And look, the shorter lifetime something is around, the more likely people are to take profit. The more leading they are, right? It's more like a car crash, not a religion. You need to keep something around for a long time, right? To get people to believe it's a religion. So this is the game theory. You got to think about it in your head. You got to think, all right, the market cap of these is so small. So if people like this, they come in. But they're disadvantaged now. They have multiple coins. Gunnie Boo's buying, but has he stopped? I don't know, man. There's a lot of information to think about. And I've noticed some of the language he uses as well. He talks about, well, you know, if people who are watching the market is digesting, you know, maybe someone is collecting something and treats it like an asset. He's giving people more credit than they deserve. I don't think the average person is out there watching these wallets going, oh, someone is collecting these coins, I better get in. You know, like, it's unfortunate. It's actually not like that. It's people just buy because they feel good, man. So that's what it is, man. It's that simple. You need them to feel good about one thing. I want this one thing, right? I think he's giving people too much credit. We're all degenerates, man. So it's something to consider, right? And I found this very fascinating. You know why? Like I said, this happened in the Bitcoin community, right? This has happened. Along the way, you listen to the Bitcoin interviews, there have been people who go through these journeys and these passages, and then they call them defectors, and they never speak of them again, excommunicated from the village, you know? Sometimes they return, by the way. That's the fascinating part. Sometimes they return and they go, I'm cleansed of my shit coinery. You know who's the main one? Maybe you've heard of him. Max Kaiser. So Max Kaiser, friends, used to have a coin. Max coin. Pumped and dumped, went to zero, and now he says, I confess for my shitcoinery sins. It actually really is like a religion, right? I'm actually going to try find this picture for you. Max Kaiser does literally a religious purge at one of the Bitcoin Miami things, right? Oh man, I'd love to find you this picture. It's crazy. Okay, I can't find it on the fly, but he's at the Bitcoin Miami conference. He's got his hand on someone's head, going, I now purge you of your sins. Like, it's literally everything I've been talking about. religious experience, right? So this has happened. So now, you got to think, does Gunnie Boo, does he come back to Hex PulseChain ecosystem, right? Now, I know he doesn't agree with the outrage marketing and this and that, but you know what you do agree with? I'll tell you what you agree with, like, here's Hex, right? So, I'll tell you now, friends, you throw some green candles in people's faces, they go loopy. They literally go loopy, go euphoric. It's like giving drugs to a drug addict, man. This is, you throw some green candles, you can make a lot change. You make people change stuff. So, it's something to consider about. So, only Gunnie Boo knows firsthand how much money he put in and how much value he's getting out. And maybe, just maybe, right, maybe he can relate to Richard Hart. I'm going to get his photo up so you can see. Maybe he can relate to Richard Hart. Right, because Richard obviously bootstrapped Hex. So let me see specifically what I'm talking about. Right, you can't see it on the chart here, but at some point, Hex was 0.03, went down, and then there was like an act of God, right? The act of God, this part, the act of God. And some say these were acts of God as well. So that first act of God, right? A benevolent dictator coming in. That's what the bootstrap. What was that? That was the bootstrapping needed to actually get this thing on its feet. So now maybe Gunnie Boo has that same. He's got that same path, that he's been taking. Maybe he's like, damn, man, I've rotated my money. I've seen how much I can push it, and now he gets to see firsthand. Do people take out a lot of profit, or do they hold? Only he has that information. Only he has that experience. It would be lovely of him to share, but I also completely understand if he doesn't, because you'd be giving almost too much. You'd almost be saying the truth, which you don't want people to really know. Like, and nothing to do with him. This is just how markets work, right? We all know, right? Markets are super thin, right? Markets don't move from the people in the middle. They move from the FOMO buyers and the FOMO sellers, the people who hit market, okay? And your goal is to always be in here. Just hold forever. The FOMO buyers and the FOMO sellers, you only need 5 to 10% of like the market cap to actually start moving it up and down. That's how thin crypto is, right? Actually, all assets are really like that. So if something has like, 10 million market cap or 100 million market cap, you only need a couple of million to move it down. Huge, 50 to 70%. That's how thin the liquidity is. You can go check it on Uniswap for almost any coin, right? So, now I'll ask you again. I think there is a good chance that Gunnie Boo returns. I think he goes through this passage and he sees, man, this is a lot of effort, man. And he might see himself as like, damn, we are, maybe he's actually watching this video. If you are, sir, I hope this rings a bell, man. You can't, unfortunately, this is just crypto. We can't program coins to go up. All we can do is like taper off their selling, but we can't actually make them go up. We need real grunt force saleswoman marketing. You need them. Without them, nothing goes up, right? Game theory can only take you so much, right? Like maybe chess is the greatest game theory in the world, but no one cares. People want to go watch people kick a ball around because it's World Cup. Why? Because it's on TV everywhere, right? You see what I mean? Humans, we're much more simple than you think. It's not about the greatest game theory, hacks, chess, we beat a computer. Like, you know what? I want to watch girls play volleyball. Why? Because they're in bikinis and it's on TV. Sometimes it's that simple. Sometimes really is that simple. Think about that. So, back to here. A final message. I'm noticing. So, I love this story. I love this story and I share it with you because it's not like the Ethereum story. It's not like it. Wouldn't it be funny, friends? I'm going to get the picture for you now. Wouldn't it be funny, as pure speculation, if in a few years, let's say PulseChain, I don't know, 10 years from now, gets layer 2s and people who like, hey, I want to carry on Richard's vision, we're going to make a layer 2 and this and that. Wouldn't it be funny if they do that and they like almost follow the Ethereum playbook? That would be crazy, man. Crazy. But the fact that we're speculating on this means we're early, which is what I like. We don't have answers for this. So this we can leave aside. Because right now, yeah, you said that, right? Bitcoin, cycle 4. Hex, cycle 2. You know, anything past cycle 3 seems to be poopy, and anything in cycle 1 or 2 is a gem. And they are going for the store of value narrative. There has to be a religious aspect here, deeper than everything else. So that's why I shared this story with Gunnie Boo. You need to see, man. You need to see it with me. You go, damn, this played out in the Bitcoin community. It has different flavors, different philosophy about it, different story and different path. It would, but you know, does he come back? Does he come back, or does he stay permanently out? You know, there are a lot of Bitcoin people that never returned. They just sold their bags for BCH, BSV, and they lost everything. They did. But there are also other people who come back. Anthony Pompliano and other people, Max Kaiser, they do go on this, like, this, what's the word? The pilgrimage out to the wild, and then they get reeled back in, you know? And it depends, man, it depends. Like, maybe Gunnie goes, hey, man, I have a loyalty to the system. I would be nothing without them. I don't know. Some people that have a different approach to this, it can go either way. But I think it's fascinating. That's why I share it with you, because the fact that we don't have answers, I love this. That means we're still early. Because if we had answers, we would be exit liquidity for the people who got in 5 years before us. Until next time, friends, I'll catch you later.